In this video, we'll do a tutorial on how to use oMLX to run large language models on Mac on Apple Silicon. It also includes running and benchmarking one of the latest model, the Qwen3.6-27B model. Here is the Mac spec I'm using for this video. If you find this video useful, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. So this is called oMLX. This is a package that's the best technology. I will show you how to use it and to run one of the latest series of model from Alibaba, the Qwen3.6 model. So let's get started. So basically you will need to go to the website. You can click download, and one thing to mention is that this one is only working for Mac. Yeah, if you go to the download section, scroll down, so you can choose the files suited for your platform. So for example, if you're in Tahoe, you choose Tahoe. If you're in the Secure, you choose that one. Once downloaded, you can just double click and drag it onto application. But once downloaded, you go to your application, you search for oMLX, click on that. On your top taskbar, you can see there is an icon for oMLX. Click on that, and you can see that it just shows you the status. You can click to start it. Now started the server, and then there is a server status. There is admin panel. Click on that. There's also a chat with oMLX, so that's pretty easy. So now you can see the chat, and if you want to see the admin panel, click on that. This admin panel. So in here, you can see that there is some stats, because it's basically a server which is using the MLX backend to serve large language model. In order to serve a model, you need to download the model. So you click the model, there is a manager here. If you want to download the other model, you go to the downloader. And in here, you can download from Hugging Face if you know the repository ID. So basically, it's the username and the model name here. Sometimes you may need the Hugging Face token if it's a gated model. And you can also, quite conveniently, you can just search for Hugging Face. So for example, we just search for Qwen3.6 and 27B, because this is one of the latest release model. There's a toggle the MLX only, and we do see there is several quantized MLX version available, and it also shows you the size. If you have more than this number of RAM, you should be able to run it without a problem. So we can see there are multiple versions. There's 4-bit, there's 8-bit. So let's download the first one. So this is the 4-bit download. Click download, and then I think the status is showing you. Scroll to the bottom. So there's a download queue. Yeah, so because I already previously downloaded this, so it just shows me completed. We can go to the chat to chat with the already downloaded model, and on the top, so basically it's a chat GPT interface, chat UI. So on the top, there's a model selecting. So depends on how many models you already downloaded, it just shows them. So for example, I have the 4-bit 27B, so let's click on that. And then what model are you? Press the enter, or there is a send button on the right. So let's open the RAM and the GPU. Yeah, we see the GPU has been going up to 91%. And we see the response. Also on the right side, there is some metrics, right? It just shows you tracking for each steps. So I think this is very convenient. So you see that there is also speed, the prefill speed, the generating speed, and the time to first token. So I think it's very convenient to see everything. So white sky is blue. So I think the thinking part is also quite long here, but I think it should be able to disable it. And looking at the GPU, looking at the RAM, you do see that the RAM uses about 27.6 gigabytes of RAM. And on the GPU side, it's about 95%. This one is a dense model, so it uses every little bit of the parameters. So I think it's used more GPU compared with the mixture of exposed model. Yeah, all right, we do see that there's quite a lot of thinking part here, and then just shows us the final response. And looking at the GPU wise, yes, 95%. Great. So let's look at the metrics. So here, yeah, we do see that it just shows us the generating speed is about 18 tokens per second. Prefill is 149 tokens per second. Sort is about 42 seconds. Oh, this one took quite a long thinking here. It's very easy to test your model, to chat with the model, and also very convenient to see the metrics. Another thing I want to mention is that if you go to the server, there is also a benchmarking is here on the top panel is here. That you can see there is performance. You click on that, and then you can do some benchmarking for it. So for example, you can choose the model. This is the 4-bit one we just did. And we select what we want to test. We choose a single request. This is the prompt evaluating. We can select the one we want. So if you are doing agents, you are very interested in the longer context, you can select them. And then there is also a continuous batching here. And then let's run the benchmark here. Click the run. So it will start the benchmarking. And looking at the GPU side, we see it goes up to about 100% here. Yeah, the RAM is about 26.7 gigabytes for the Python here. Yes, we do see that if you increase it to 16,000, the generating speed goes down to 17.5 tokens per second. And if you're looking at the prompt evaluating, it also goes down to 619 tokens per second. Great. So next there is a continual batching. So this one is very interesting. Like if you want to do parallel multiple sessions, so I think this is one you will be interested at. So we do see that if you are doing 2 times, the speed is about 23.1 tokens per second. If you are doing 4 times, it's increased to 40 tokens per second. So that's quite nice. If you find this video useful, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching. Please give it a thumb up and share it. Please subscribe to the channel for future content. Thank you for your support. Goodbye.